first, my name's Kenneth Bird. Just going to do something off topic today. I had a few people ask me because I'm in my office about basically um, how I keep in shape. Now, do I consider myself to be in like superior shape? No. My workout's a little different. I got into this for first things first. I used to be a really thin kid. I mean, really thin kid. Like, I'd be lucky if I was 100 pounds soaking wet kid at the end of the day. And then as I got older, my weight accumulated just a little bit, like not a lot, big, you know what I mean, at all whatsoever. And then later on, I got into training. Because I wanted to be able to strike people, have my strikes a little bit more stronger. So I got into lifting a little bit, and I got a little more into it. And next, I got a nice little build out of it. The whole entire thing. So it was quite nice to be able to wear short sleeve shirts without having my arms very super thin. I couldn't stand wearing short sleeve shirts for jack. But anyway, later on in time, still working out, and even we're not studying anymore, but I kind of dropped off on the studying. I studied martial arts and dropped off on that, and got more into the lifting part. So, not to be huge, I got friends of mine that are like, they're walking walls at the end of the day, they're really big guys. And not to be in that category, just to basically keep myself in shape. I'm 56 years old right now. You know what I mean? All through 40 to 50 and whatever, I just try to keep myself in shape. Now, my eating habits, on the other hand, are pretty crazy. I do eat some pretty crazy stuff, but I kind of even it out by working out every day. So it kind of works out. Some things I'm finding out now that my body won't tolerate anymore, and I can't have it, period, because it's making me sick. I gotta stay away from potato chips, really do. I gotta stay away from those. But anyway, so I watch these videos on YouTube about office workouts. They have them here, office workouts, because again, you cannot be sitting in a chair all day long. You get blood clogs and all that stuff. People have little exercise bikes under their tables. People have dumb weights in their environment to get the workout. A few people have stationary chin-up bars, stuff like that, because you constantly have to keep yourself in shape. If you're not, like I said, office is a job. You will sit down all the time. You don't watch eating a lot of heavy foods. It can lead to heart attacks, strokes, blood clogs, all kinds of stuff that can pop up. So for me, my workout is just simply basic. It's just designed to basically give me a little tone to my body, but also to build my lungs up. But right now, like I said, even though I don't have the disease anymore, I'm still a stickler for keeping that on shape, because again, there was a time I couldn't even walk to the kitchen and back without basically passing out. So basic, what I like to use for me at the end of the day, no strenuous exercise equipment. That'll be my sister's boyfriend. He has all the crazy equipment. I use my dumbbells, which we have here. These are basic. For me, a little bit more weight, but I don't know what the weight of them is. I think we have what they are. I know these are 20s at the top, and these are probably 5 at the bottom, or probably 10 at the top. So I don't know how to put the ad in for those, but that is the full. Okay, I'm going to have it in camera view. I got to twitch these a little bit because these are my babies right here. See? So these are about actually 5 pounds each for these. That's 10 here, 10 here. That's 20, and we got about 2 here, 2.5, so 5 here and 5 here. So what about 30 pounds at the most. That's what we have for those right there. And I like the more cast iron ones at the end of the day, well, heavy ones, metal ones. I didn't want the plastic ones with mine. But, to each his own. So, I have a little ritual I do here. I work out at the home front, and I work at other people's homes, because I do drop off equipment at people I'm really cool with, I've been friends with for years. Drop off some weights over there, just in case I'm over there. I get a chance to work out, and I try to put in my head that wherever I'm at, I got to drop and do 20 at least every hour. So this kind of helps me build up a habit. I'm building up habits for myself to constantly do this all the time, like a habit. If I make it a habit, that means I'll do it all the time, regardless. It's a habit. And that's what I try to do with weights and all that stuff. Make it a habit. Start off slow and then build it up. Because if you go for the gym from the door, I see people go to the gym and they'll basically just go extreme. The next day, they feel like they're all broken up. Their body is sore because your muscle basically tears itself down and then basically slowly repairs itself, which basically gives you muscle. That's why people take steroids, because the healing process is faster, which you should never do. So, simple and basic for me is it's like, I'm about to exercise. It's Chuck over there. But anyway, as I said before, I have my chin-up bar, which I like to use. I love my chin-up bar so freaking much. You have no idea. A chin-up bar, row machine, and I have my dumbbells. I got a power twist coming in pretty soon. Should have had one of those last summer, but I never got around to getting one. And also, too, very important to people, the ab wheel. These things are freaking amazing. Freaking love these. You can do these up against the wall, which I've done against the wall, or you can lay them down flat. This will build your tighten that stomach up really quick. On top of that, one of the things actually I'm going into right now, I'm going into my whole ritual diet, which is basically watermelon, grapes, and water. That's pretty much what I'm be on for a while. That's why I left the Super Bowl party, because I knew they're going to have junk food here. I knew they were going to have hamburgers, hot dogs, all that stuff. I was like, no, I got to be out. I left. So that was going to happen. So we'll show you our base. This is basic. And for you naysayers that say, oh, but you're not a full workout at the end of the day, blah, 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 blah. It's not meant to be that. My workout is different. Everybody who goes to a gym doesn't go there to be massive hulks. They don't. Everybody has their own ritual and why they're there and what they're working out for. People that are going to be bulky, big, and huge, that's what they're there for. People are just going there for toning, that's what they're there for. People are just going to lose weight, cardio, whatever you're there for, that's what they're there for. All right, so basic. Tighten these up a little bit. Make sure they're tight so we don't have issues. No, basically, same thing. Just I give myself 10, that's it. Cross over, 10. Hammers, 10. That's it. There you go. Woo. So I do those 3 times a day. It's only a set of 10 for each one. But 3 times a day, 3 times here, 3 times at the home front. When we do it later on, we come back, do it again. But you don't have to go that extreme. It's not really that extreme, it's just doing a lot. But we break it down to 10 for each set, but we do multiple sets. And we do these throughout the day. Sometimes in the summertime, that easy set that I do, I'll do that 4 or 5 times a day. Now imagine 4 or 5 times a day at 10 of those, which is an easy set, and you're doing this for a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year. How fast it basically builds up. And then between my push-ups, I do my push-ups at 3 sets at 20 push-ups. 20 sets at 3 sets. So I have to do 3 sets at 20. But we don't do them back to back to back. That's what wears you out. I do 20. Give it a break. Come back, do my 20. Give it a little break. Come back, do my 20. And then throughout the day, on every hour, because I've got myself to a habit of basically doing these push-ups throughout the day on every hour. And imagine that little timeline, a little bit of workout, what that achieves to in a year or in a couple of months. You'd be surprised. And that's what I was going through, the transformation. I told you I was like almost like 110 pounds. I was a thin kid. And then as I became a little older, I was still thin. My metabolism system would just kill everything off. So when I got into the arts, my strikes weren't that strong at all, period. And my sensei was coming back like, look, you're gonna have to lift weights. You're gonna have to do something because you're really thin kid. Well, actually, it was a thin pre-adult anyway. Or say adult because I got out of lockup. But anyway, adult. I kind of looked like a kid because I was so thin. But anyway, so he said, you gotta start lifting, and that's what I did. I got some weights, started lifting, and this went on for about a couple of years, and didn't realize that my body had changed. I wore these big baggy t-shirts all the time, because, I felt that I was like really, really skinny. And so one day I actually went out and bought a t-shirt, and I took my shirt off from the mirror, and I was like, ooh, nice. So I realized I had muscles and everything, and I was like, ooh. So I went out and bought myself a t-shirt, but I didn't want something I like a little loose on my t-shirt. So I went out and bought myself a medium-sized t-shirt, that's usually what I wear. And man, loved it. And then I lost it all when I got sick. When I got sick, I couldn't work out anymore, and I lost it all, went to depression and all that stuff. And man, I didn't like that at all, period. I just didn't like it. You're here and watching a movie, and I go to sit up, and I can feel my stomach pushing into my underneath my chest plate, and that was it. That was it for me. I said, look, if I'm gonna get back to where I'm at, it'll have to kill me in the process, because I'm not going out that way. And then that's why I started doing the workout and the walking and all that stuff, and exercising. Exercising from my sister's, because when I came up here, I was heavy. When I came up here, and my sister saw me, she was like, what happened? I was like, yeah, well, I lost all the muscle mass and freaking got heavy, and yeah, they had me on all this medication down there when I was in Havant. I was in bad shape. I was in Havant. I was bad shape coming out. And her husband, like I said, he works at the gym. He says, "Yeah, you gotta work out, man. You got a donut there. You gotta work out." He's a cool dude. I was like, "Okay, so me go to the gym with me?" I said, "I'm not a gym guy. I don't go to gyms. I work out in my own place. I don't like the whole gym thing." But anyway, he's a cool dude. He had equipment around there I could work on while I was there. So that's what I was doing. I was working out and dropping my weight while I was in her laundry room. And then when I got out of there and I got to the apartment, I was able to set up my own chin-up bar. And I was lifting my weights and working out over there. And through that process, time, you know what I mean, from going there, from the garage. In the garage, I had workout equipment. I had my stuff set up over there. I was working out over there. And then basically, when I was blessed to get my home front, I got a chance to set up a nice little gym for myself. Finally got a row machine. I've been trying to get a row machine for so long. So I had to go use his row machine. And then got all that set up, and then came here to the office and bought my dumb weights with me. So I have my dumb weights everywhere I go. So yeah, and that's what I do. So when I come in, me and Taco, we jump on here, get a little workout in, jump on camera, and go from there. And then throughout the rest of the day, I'll be doing those sets. So we did the first set right now. I'm not going to record the rest of that. I'm just giving you an idea. And then when I come back in, I do another set. I might have to go take care of some business, come back in and do another set. You do that over and over again, those little sets, your body will start craving this. Like I can get done doing chin-ups, and I freaking love doing chin-ups. I can do chin-ups, and then no sooner than I'm like 2 blocks from the garage, my body's craving for chin-ups. Like I need something, like I feel my body just wanting to do chin-ups. I'm like, man, I should put chin-up bars like all the way down, like here. So if you ever want to do chin-ups, it's just right there. That'd be pretty cool. I would love that. I would love that, to have a chin-up bar there. I usually have to go down to the school and go early in the morning because there's no kids out there, you know what I mean? And I have to use the equipment over there to work out because I didn't have a chin-up bar at the other place. I can't have one here either. Well, that's basically about it. And these right here, gravy weights. These are fantastic. Don't overdo it. Just be happy with what you get. Some people overdo it. When you overdo it, then you're going to have a problem later on. Remember, you're working out areas that if you haven't worked out in a long time, or those type of scratching posts, or you're working out something new. Because it doesn't make a difference. Like my friends that are bodybuilders, they always tell me the same thing. Look, I may work out at the end of the day, but always when I get hold of a new piece of equipment, it's like doing it all over again. And I'll get pain from that equipment because it's a part of my body that I haven't worked out. Even though if you look at these guys, they're huge. You think these guys probably hit everything in the gym, so they always find something new that will give them that pain back. But the pain's not bad for it, it's kind of a good feeling. There's a different kind of pain. There's pain when you go to the gym and you haven't worked out for a long time. There's that pain. And then there's the pain where you have been working out and you get that how can I say it? It's kind of like feeling your body like mass produced, like rebuild. And you could feel it. It's this tightness and it's kind of pulling your body. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a bit of adrenaline rush. It is. But you feel this tightness in your chest, you know what I mean? But it's like that kind of pain, like you're basically upgrading. That's what it feels like, upgrade. That's what it feels like. That's why I sat there and said, I wasn't trying to be rude, but it is what it is. You're not losing no weight on an e-bike. When I saw that, I was like, no, where would it work? Like, your body literally has to be in motion. That defies the laws of gravity and not the gravity, physics altogether. You have to be in motion. You have to be sitting on a freaking e-bike and scooting all over Baltimore, and you know who I'm talking about, because he's the only person I've seen say that the dumb nonsense. Everybody else talks about e-bikes. They talk about how fast they are, how much power they save, which one save, how far you can go out with one up, you know what I mean? All that's the typical stuff. But they're not going to sit there and you can get a workout. No, you also got a pedal bike for that. If you got a stationary bike and one's an e-stationary bike, and you just sit on it and it just goes, woo, where are you working out at? So when he said working out on an e-bike, I was like, no. No, you're doing a lazy man workout. That's a lazy man workout. I ain't going to give no advice at the end of the day, because I don't want him thinking at the end of the day that he feels that everything's a challenge and he's messing around have a heart attack out there. Because again, some people just do too much. But you need to walk. Put that e-bike away and go take a walk. That's what you need to do. That'll kill you. That'll burn calories. You can't burn no calories on an e-bike. All you're doing is just accumulating weight. That's all you're doing. You're sitting in one spot, and whatever, God knows what you're eating, and you ride around. You're not burning no weight off. There's no way in the world. He gets more of a workout at the end of the day if you're sitting on an e-bike, and then you're going to compare to him. His scratching post gets some more workout than that. Body got to be in motion for that. That's all. Oh, man. Allergies are going to kick my butt today. But yeah, I saw that. I was like, no. That's not going to work. You're going to have to drop that nonsense. Go out and take a walk. That's what you're going to do. Get one of those step counters and go for a walk. E-bike is not going to do it. Get that hole. Not gonna work. Get yourself some dumbbells, power twists, especially the ad wheel. Pick one of those up. Oh, got to show you. I'm doing this off camera. I grab my waist like this and up to my chest. I was working up behind the back. That's one of the other ones I like to do. Bam. You have a nice physique. It's built. I don't have big muscles, but I like mine, the way they're built. Nice workout. T-shirts look nice on you. Get rid of that stomach fast. I got rid of my stomach. Gone. I never forget the guy who calls himself Crow. Called himself being nasty. And that's gonna cost you some money too, by the way. That's another picture we just docked over at City Hall. It'll cost him 12 grand for that one. But anyway, posted some pictures. And did some stuff to him, so he's being sued for that. But anyway, let's move on. So anyway, posted a picture of me sitting in this chair. Now mind, when I was sitting in the chair, my stomach was not that big. When I was sitting in the chair, I was resting because of lung damage. And I'm working and I'm trying to breathe at the same time. And this joker decides to feel that he's going to take an opportunity of this and post this all over YouTube. Which again, you're getting sued for this. So I hope you got that money. But anyway, and this is the part I find interesting. He's fat. That's what I find interesting. He's fat. How in the world are you trying to tear somebody down that, yes, I was overweight, definitely overweight. And I was sick. I had lung disease. But still, I didn't use that as an excuse. For me, I didn't use it as an excuse. Some people have to be really careful. You know what I mean? You can still work out. I'm not going to give you that advice. You get that from your doctor. But I had a lung disease, and it was killing me. But yet, You're fat. And yet you've got a nerve to call another person fat. You own mirrors by any chance, Fernando? I don't think you own mirrors. Because you're fat. You're bigger than me. You're definitely bigger than me. So you're fat. You're big. So I see when you had a black shirt and you went to lean, I watched your whole entire midsection of your stomach pull out in front of your shirt. And I was like, whoa, you're fat. And the thing about it is, I could have said that many times in many videos about your weight, but that would have been insensitive and wrong, even though you are a jerk at the end of the day and you do deserve someone to talk to you that way, but not me. But you have a nerve to send me a picture of me being overweight and you're fat yourself. Whew. You must have magic mirrors. He has mirrors you walk, funhouse mirrors. You got funhouse mirrors. You walk in and it just reshapes your body and everything. That's what he has. There's funhouse mirrors in there. Because there's no way in the world, buddy, you're fat. But the difference between me and you is the fact that when I saw that picture and basically knowing the size I used to be at, I worked that and got it back. Because I'm not a slacker at the end of the day. If I want something, I work hard, I go out, and I get it. That's how I am. I've been that way since day one, since I was a kid. If I want something, I'll go get it. If my parents say, hey, later on, I'll find a way to get a job, walk dogs, shovel snow, clean up leaves, whatever, just to get it. You see the difference between business-wise. Business-wise, we work hard, we get it. Them, they don't, they give up. There you go. So it took me, I had to drop 100 pounds. I was 180 pounds. Almost tilting to, 180 pounds? 180, no. We were 180 pounds. Heck no. We were 280. We were 280. We're at 280 pounds. I was almost tilting at 300 pounds. Easy. About to hit it. Because they had me on prednisone. If you ever been on prednisone before, prednisone is designed to kill like any inflammatory notes that may pop up in your lungs, and that's what it's designed to do, to keep that calm down so the Symbicort can have time to go in and blanket it. Symbicort is like a long process. You have to take it. It has to build itself up in your lungs in order to function correctly. So that's what was happening, and I could feel these notes, like these. It felt like having like a ball in your chest. That's what it felt like. You could feel them, and that was the infection building up. But the problem with the it's not prednisone. Did I say prednisone? It's not prednisone. It's I can't think of the name of them now. But anyway, the problem with those particular pills is the fact that they cause you to eat. Now they may have some side effects for other people, but for me it was eating. So they make you feel like you haven't eaten like in years. Like you go starve to death. Like the hunger is so bad that you literally feel like you're about to black out. It's that bad. So, yeah. So my eating appetite went through the roof. It went through the roof. So I was eating more than I usually eat. And then on top of that, to make it even worse, I couldn't work out because of my lungs. So that wouldn't allow me to work out. I couldn't burn the weight off. Couldn't walk around the block. And I'm taking these pills, and the pills are causing me to rapidly gain weight. So that was not good at all, period. And then the combination two together, that's where I ended up being that heavy, that quick, that fast. And then you get into a habit of basically eating these foods, you know what I mean? You get the cravings for sweets and sugars and all that stuff at the end of the day, and there's no way to burn it off for me at the end of the day, so I was kind of like stuck in that situation, and that's why I ended up gaining all that weight really quick. But that joker felt the need to basically take that situation and try to get something out of it. But dude, you can't call somebody fat when you're fat yourself. I know I was fat. I sat there and said on camera multiple times I was fat. I was overweight. Definitely was. Definitely overweight. But the difference between me and you is that I'm the type of person that, if I can get my breathing and everything back in order, I'm going to work out. I went on a strict diet, threw away everything in my refrigerator because I decided I was going to do this thing. Forget the doctors. I went to the doctors and talked to them. You really can't work out all that much. You mess around, you irritate something, and you end up in the hospital. You could die from this. And I said, man, forget y'all, because y'all want me to be heavy. What point is at the end of the day of me trying to be able to take this medication to breathe if I'm overweight, and that's going to kill me in the process either way? Either way, it's going to make me hard for me to breathe. That don't even make any sense. Like I'm taking something to kill me. So I said, I'm done. I'm done. I took that medicine. I threw it right in the trash. I said, I'm done. Threw that in the trash. Prayed on it. My Lord said, get rid of that. Got rid of that. Got rid of them pills. They were directing me what to do. Threw all that trash. Cookies, chips, all that. Just threw it all away. Went in, ordered watermelon, grapes, you know what I mean, salad, stuff like that. I do like salads. I do like ranch dressing. That's my favorite on a salad. You know, stuff like that. Crackers and stuff. And I'm not saying go by my rules, and that's work for me. And the important thing, even if you have all that food there, the important thing is to get yourself down. For me, was to get myself down to 1 meal a day. To train myself 1 meal a day. That we don't need anything else. If some urges come back to snack, that's why we got that fruit in there. Chips are not even in there anymore. So, yeah, that's what I did. I did that from the timeline that was a little bit from past the timeline I was there with leftover time I had there. And then I did the same thing over at my sister's place. And bit by bit by bit, I did one of those. And then I did two. And then I did three. Just gradually went on to 4 or 5. I had to build up to get that number. And then from there, got to a comfortable position where I can feel comfortable. I'm actually building weight at the same time, but I'm not lazy, but I'm actually working, getting some little bit of workout in. And that set of 10 for each one of those, the curls, the hammers, and the verticals worked out perfectly for me. My power twist, I use my power twist all day. Literally, I carry a small one on me. I constantly are hitting this thing all day long because I like the power twist. It's one of my other habits I like to get into. Yeah. And then lost all the weight. Got myself back to where I'm at. I'm still trimming. The bottom area. I like it, but I'm still trimming the bottom area. And that's why I got into all the walking, which I'm going back into. Because the daily walk and talk was fantastic. That gave me a chance to burn up a ton of freaking calories, man. I was having a ball too. Some of them, I've watched some of those videos, man. Some of those hills, good gracious, that Martin Luther King Drive hill is a freaking nightmare. That one in the San Francisco. Jeez. But I think I'm going to bring some people with me on this one. Because I had a few people talking about, yeah, you know, you should have told me. We'd have walked with you and everything. So and so and so. So that'd be pretty cool. I'm definitely going back into that. Because that helped. That definitely, my breathing, it was so much better then. And mind you, I'm 56. I'm 56 years old, people. 56. Looking forward to 57. Yeah. Top of that, you gotta remind you that time, man. The two things that saved my life when I caught that lung disease. One was God, because it could have been far worse than that. And number two, the fact that I didn't smoke, didn't drink, didn't do drugs, and I was in perfect shape when it happened. That's what did it. That's what did it. You got your body's an investment at the end of the day. You have to understand that. Whatever you put into it. I never had a thing for drinking and none of that stuff. I'm not saying that, you know, you can't have a drink here and there. You can have a drink here and there, but some people at the end of the day, and I got friends like it, they would drink every day like there's no freaking tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I knew some people I used to chill with. I had to break off from them. Every single day. Drink. Do you drink it to the point where you got to get drunk? You know what that stuff will do to your liver at the end of the day? Your kidneys, all that stuff, especially your kidneys. Your kidneys absorb stuff at the end of the day. That is not something you want to constantly be absorbing in and out of your system. Man, yeah, that you have to understand. You're young. You think you have immortality. You are basically going to pay for this when you get older. And pay for it you will. When you get older, this is when your body is going to try to do a revenge tactic, and it's going to try to kill you. A lot of you. Now you think I'm joking. The most jacked up stuff you could ever think of will pop up in a doctor's office when you go in a doctor's office at a certain age. They'll come back and like, you know, your cholesterol's too high, your heart pressure's too high, you know what I mean? We found too many white cells in one section. Like, what the freak? Like, all this stuff will pop up. Crazy stuff will pop up. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So that's why I tell people, at the end of the day, you know, if you abuse your body when you're young, it's going to try to kill you as you get older. And that's the worst time for it to happen. I mean, you're young, you pretty much ain't got much going on. You know what I mean? People are just trying to build when they're young. They're trying to build to get to that level. When you're older, you got it all settled in. You know what I mean? People settle down, get your kids, your family, and all that stuff like that. And, you got a nice little land, you got a house, apartment, whatever, but you're established. That's what it comes down to. You're established. Last thing you want to do is come to the doctors and spend the rest of the evening coming home quiet as can be because you can't say anything about it because you'll freak out your family and spend the rest of the time with a bottle of Jack Daniels and staring at old photos. You don't want to go down that road. So, yeah. It ain't too late to work out. Really ain't. People say they don't want to go to the gym because they're too old. Don't use that excuse. That's the oldest. I see people on there older than me working out. That motivates me at the end of the day. I saw a guy that was 65 years old. He looked good for 65 years old. I was like, good gracious. He looked really good. Muscle tone, everything looked real nice. That's why I'm curious when I watch my 600-pound life. I don't watch that. People watch it to make fun of people. Be careful about that. You can end up walking a mile somewhere in shoes. I already did that one already before. I was a little bit. Now when I was lifting, before I got sick, I was a bit arrogant about people who were overweight. That I felt that you could have gone out and you could have lost that weight easily. It's not that hard to do. Be careful about what you say out of your mouth because it can literally happen too. Because it did happen to me. It was not as easy to lose that weight. I understood that struggle 100%. Mentally, physically, the depression, everything that comes along with it. Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say out of your mouth. It'll definitely fall back on you. But got a lot more respect now. Different. You had to walk that mile. I had to walk that mile first. But anyway, what was it? Yeah, I like these. I'm gonna show you what I'm watching real quick. So I'm watching my stand that dropped down here. What the heck is going on with the stand? Are we fighting me now? Oh, there we go. So this is what I was watching. Because, naysayers, and I hate to say it, I don't like to call you uneducated, but you give me that. You literally give me those things at the end of the day. It's like, I don't want to call you idiots, but you give that to me. Like, come on. Do something different so I don't have to think of you in that particular category. Because it's kind of a shame I have to put you in those categories. When you're contacting me with you can't contact me anymore. When you're contacting me with the dumbest stuff that I've ever heard in my entire life, like, the whole vegetable, oh my goodness, man, you literally have a computer in your hand. All you gotta do is Google it. That's all you have to do. Ha! Literally, that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, technology is just not good for some people. Some people should never have technology. It shouldn't be at all, period. You just get rid of your phone and carry around a trash can with fire in it so you can do smoke signals and just carry a freaking chalkboard on you to take down numbers. Because technology is wasted on you. Right there on your phone. You can find out so much information. You know what it is? Not with them. But basically, some people obtain information faster than others. That's what makes one person, I hate to put it this way to be rude or anything, but that's where intelligence comes in. We're basically being able to obtain large amounts of memory and be able to keep it intact without basically forgetting it. So basically, the knowledge that you take in, what only makes you smart is what you can remember. If you can't remember put it this way, say you study a theory on atom smashing, all right, the atom smasher, right? Now, you could read through the whole entire thing, you can understand it, but then eventually you forget the entire thing. If you forget the entire thing and you don't remember it, then you won't know anything about smashing or splitting of an atom because you don't remember. But if you could remember the entire thing in sum, that advances your ability to be able to learn because you're going to obtain. That's why one of the tests they give you for an IQ test to test people if their IQ is really high, it's a picture. Picture has all these different things on it and they'll flash in front of you and say, pull away. So now how much of that did you see? You're going to have to tell them how everything that you saw. Now, if you get where you actually can figure out everything in that picture, you got a photographic memory, it tells you have basically a high IQ. Literally, that's what they do. But some people see it and they'll forget that quick. But then again, then you have something called the absent-minded professor, who is extremely intelligent, but he just forgets stuff from time to time. He has to write everything down. Literally, everything down. So that's where that comes in at. But I hate to call people that, but literally, they don't give me any room for basically of saying, well, maybe I don't even have that in there either. So that's why I literally have to come in. It's not to belittle anybody on the channel. It's just I literally have people that send me the most dumbest things you have ever heard of in your entire life. When we get rid of all this, when we get done with all this court stuff at the end of the day, I'm literally gonna build me a website. I'm gonna post this stuff. When you read some of these emails we got from these guys the other day, you're like, gee whiz, did they graduate? Did we even go to schools? Like it's that bad. So anyway, real quick, I'm gonna go off topic here, but one guy was talking about how the industry and corporation of Sony and how they basically would know their architecture structure. I know you Google that one. Architecture structure basically would know the company and blah 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 blah. Apparently, I can tell you don't know jack at the end of the day how business and how companies work at the end of the day. You really just don't. You don't know that companies actually rush hardware. They can do it from time to time. They do it to read deadlines. If they got investors at the end of the day, they're expecting for a machine to be operation and going. Investors want to get their money because they can actually pull out and you can lose money in your stocks. They will basically lie and say it's working when technically it's not. And what do they say? We'll fix the bugs as we go along. How many gamers have been through that one? You bought a game and it's broken. Like, it's not working. And they got some kind of update patch to fix it. Something that should have been fixed a long time ago, but they were rushing it. And the reason why the game was rushed, because they have investors. Because it takes a lot of money to make a video game. A lot of money. It takes millions of dollars to make a game. So, yeah, it's kind of a gamble. You might even get that money back. But you're going to pay them investors first before you pay yourself. So, yeah, all that craziness. Oh, look at Jerry. We're doing it all day like Jerry. Jerry. Whoo, Jerry. But anyway, so with the workout, people do this. And that's why I said when I have people come to my channel and go, oh, no one works out in the office, that's just you. See, if you were born in the medieval times, someone somewhere would be smacking you with a glove, and you'd be sitting out there at dawn with muskets. I mean, it would just happen. Someone would just smack you out of nowhere, like, oh my goodness. What did he just say? Did you see what I just thought he said? Oh, heck no. Bah, they smacked you with that glove. Yeah, you'd have been out there in dust, getting ready to do a duel. Like, how the freak that? You opened your mouth and just say dumb stuff all the time, like constantly. I don't want to say anything because I'm your friend at the end of the day, but you constantly just say dumb stuff all the time. It's like there's no end to it whatsoever. Like, yeah, no shut-off valve, no kill switch, no reset button. Ain't nothing there. You can't even reboot you at the end of the day. Yeah, these are the dumbest things. So anyway, for people who want to know, just forget about them. See right here, this is called beginning, like working out. You can work out in your office, you know, all kinds of leg exercises, which that's something I need to work on, some leg exercises, due to the fact that, you know, I started wearing compression socks because what happens is you get blood vessels that build up in your legs. You know what I mean? If your socks are on too tight, you can see where you look like you got this one part swollen and the other part, like it's like there's your regular leg and the rest of it is boom. Like, what the frick? I had to go to the hospital twice for that one. And they give you like water pills for it. But then I realized stuff around it instead of being rushed to the hospital for that nonsense. Basically, to watch what I eat, especially salt. Stay the freak away from salt, because that's another problem that we can wreak that habit in the day. So, yeah, that's another thing right there. But also, too, keeping your legs in motion while you're under the desk. So people have little pedal units. You pedal. I'm actually going to get one of those little pedal bike underneath your desk to keep my legs in motion. Massage units, fantastic, because they keep your blood in circulation. Definitely gonna be getting me one of those too. On top of that, but I'm gonna go one today. I need to get one. Keep putting it off. Get it now. Get it out of the way. So those are little things you can do. Get up and walk around for a little bit. Walking stationary if you want to. You can do it that way. A lot of offices are not going to get mad about that. If you're in the office, they're going to get mad about that because they want you to be in shape. Last thing we want to do is have Frank at the hospital because Frank basically wasn't getting up and working out. You did that. Some people. I see it all the time up here. I always see it all day long in the business district. I see people walking around with their tags on, taking their walk in the morning. When they get up from, like I said, when they get up from lunch, you see them walking around. They do their daily walk around the block, around here, around there. You know what I mean? Allentown's perfect for that because it's got a lot of crazy hills. I bumped into a lot of people walking from off work. That's also too pretty cool to watch. You know, people working out, getting themselves in shape. And some places you got a gym in there. Some places have a gym, and they do allow you to bring your little weights in. I see people have little weights by their desks and stuff like that to work out, you know. So you want to keep yourself in shape, you know. That's what you definitely want to do. Because you can. If you don't, it'll come a creeping. Yes, it will. When I watch My 600-Pound Life, people always sit there and say, I like to watch this when they go through the struggle. And then I watch the success. I like to watch the success part. But people sit there and say, I don't know how a person ever got to be that size. It could be a number of things that could trigger that. A number of things. It doesn't have to do with them being greedy at the end of the day or just eating for the sake of eating. Some of them are like that. But some other people have gone through some really bad trauma, child molestation, abuse, all kinds of stuff. And that's what triggers that. Being bullied at school, stuff like that. That triggers off that kind of nonsense at the end of the day. And if you were one of those people that bully people at the end of the day, I got something to tell you. Karma is a mother jumper. It's going to come get you, man, on so many levels. It's not even funny how it's going to come get you. And if it don't come get you, it's going to trickle down to your kids. You're going to get it one way or another. That's how it works. You don't get away with that kind of stuff in life. It's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to your kids, which you don't want, or it's going to come back to you. Either way, it's going to happen. You got to pay for that. You don't get away with nothing on this planet. Even off the planet. You don't get away with nothing. It's just interesting how people feel in life that they get away with stuff. No, you don't get away with stuff. You get away with nothing on this planet. Everything is seen. Everything is seen on this planet. Everything is seen off this planet. You don't get away with nothing. You got people up there on death row who probably kill people, won't tell the family where the bodies are at, because at the end of the day, they figure they're getting away with it. Though they never figure it out. You'll never be able to prosecute yourself. Oh, no, buddy, but there's something waiting for you on the other side. Way, way worse than what you're going through right now. Far worse than what you're going through right now. Yeah, far, far worse. You'd have been better off on this side doing the whole confession and getting the forgiveness over here. Over there, there's no mercy. So that's why I said at the end of the day, it's interesting. You watch people who are on death row and they're not going to tell these people where their loved ones are because they figure they're being nasty. Don't worry about that. There is something on the other side that is far more hideous, the most hideous thing you have ever seen in your entire life. You think you're the baddest person on the face of the planet? Oh, there's something over there far, far worse. It has been here before the beginning of time, and that's before the beginning of time, because God was here before the beginning of time. It has been here before the beginning of man, and it's waiting for you. It's going to collect you belong to Him. He's going to collect it. And you think at the end of the day that you got away with something. You got away with nothing. Nothing. It's going to collect you. And I'm not saying it's not even human. It's going to collect you. Just want to put that in there. I know I put some crazy stuff in my workouts. This will be a workout video and stuff like that. But I put stuff in there because I talk about God all the time and other topics we go off from time to time. That's just who I am. That's how the videos we do. People gotta get used to that. That's what I do sometimes. But we do talk about God in these videos, and I do talk about other things. But I just find it interesting because when I'm saying things on YouTube, keep in mind, my videos, maybe I might have 5 or 6 people in a room, but later on, my videos pick up. Because the minute they link onto one of these, when they go on YouTube, my videos automatically link up to Google. How was that done? Yeah, I can't tell you about that one. That's that search engine optimizer technology. Yeah, you gotta know how to work your equipment. That's why when we post something to watch, it'll pop up on Google. First, it'll pop up on Google. If we're the only ones talking about that topic, it'll pop up first. That's why when people contact you and say, hey, send over, give me remote control access to your computer so we can set you up on the Google list first. Yeah, right. You lost your mind. We give you access to sensitive files in my machine and they did remote control access. I can do that myself. All right, people. This concludes our crazy video. We talk about this, we talk about that. And for the naysayer, if you want to educate yourself, because you do have a computer in your hand, go through here. Look at Office Workout. They got one called Office Workout. They got another one called Desk Workout. There's a whole bunch of them on here. And for those of you in the office, and you want to figure out different ways on how to do it. Look at there's the one right there. I want to get that one right there. These little pedal joints right there. That's on Tmall. We don't shop at Tmall. But over here, you can get me one of these. These little joints. Step on. They got the little pedal joints right there. Yeah, get this at your office. I'm showing you how you can work out at your desk. There's even doctors that come on here, certified doctors that come on here and teach you all that. All right. Glad we had this little time to talk about that. Taco's in his Zoomy bag. Zoomy bag! Round! And I'm over here. I got a little extra workout in the day. So, where's my whatchamacallit at? Ugh. Only thing for me is when in the summertime, in the summertime, you work out anyway. You work out every day anyway. Your temperature is going to be a little higher than everybody else's. So I got used to that. How do you used to that? Because you'll be 10 degrees higher than everybody else, or 10 or 5 degrees. But you'll be up there. I had to literally walk or go on. I can't go on AC. If I go on AC, I get sick because I'm sweating like crazy. But yeah, getting used to that temperature hit. Because you're a little hotter. Can't wait for freaking summertime. Summertime is coming. It's gonna be t-shirt weather again. I live for t-shirt weather. I'm gonna be a shirt that says I live for t-shirt weather. Because I do. I love t-shirt weather. I do. That's why I said that. People will sit there and say they watch things on TV and they go, "I'm gonna get my summer body. I'm gonna go in and do this and do that, so forth, so forth." Yeah, at the end of the day, you kind of pumping yourself up for something that basically you may even fail at. I would put it in a way where basically I'm working out, to give myself a better tomorrow. Because that's where it came from me. I got into it first things first, like I said, because I got into the arts. I wanted to make myself a lot more stronger. But then when I got sick, it became basically about building my lungs up, making them stronger. I got my sister has a son who was born with really bad asthma. I almost killed him a couple of times. And he lives a normal life. He basically goes out and does what he do, but he works out a lot. He does work out. He builds his lungs up. So he started lifting weights, doing push-ups and stuff to build his lungs up. And it's done him so much better. So much better. It's a lot better. But yeah, you want to do it to improve your health. You want to be around for a bit, don't you? I mean, yeah, God calls back what belongs to him. You got to go back either way. But at least while you're here, you won't be suffering in the process or basically going through, you look at, I hate to put it this way, it's not even to put it this way. When you get old, people watch about that 600-pound life, it's crazy how they're in that situation. And when people sit there and say, you gotta look at both sides of the coin. When people look at them and say, well, they can just, it's not that easy. It ain't that easy. I thought it was that easy because I never was heavy, ever. And then when I got heavy, I realized how hard it was. Like, gee whiz, man, this is freaking crazy. Now imagine if I had some of the other people go through some really bad stuff. Some people eating for the simple fact to just try to get things to go away. You know what I mean? It's a mental thing at the end of the day. That's really hard to kick at the end of the day. You ever have anxiety attacks? That's not really happening to you. Know that, right? Like that, when you feel like you're having a heart attack, and your heart's racing at 100 miles an hour, your brain's going to all these different rates, firing off, and you literally feel like you're having a heart attack. You think you're going to die, but you're not, because that's in your head. All that's in your head. That's not even really happening. You're not, any of your heart's perfectly fine. I mean, I've been rushed in and out of the hospital. I used to study from anxiety attack. I suffered for like 2 years with those things. The Lord took care of that too. But man, it literally felt like I was having a straight up heart attack. And I got in, that doctor said, no, there's nothing wrong with you at all, period. It's in your head. I'm like, wow. You imagine how powerful the mind is to make you believe that at the end of the day that all this is going on and it's not even really happening to your body. Your heart's up there like, what the freak is going on up there? Why is he sitting up there sending these false information? There's nothing wrong with us. We're perfectly fine. That's in your head. That's crazy. So I realized that at the end of the day, you look at people that, some people, like I said, they go through this, they went through a bad process in time. Some people made bad decisions in eating. I've seen that one. I had a couple exes that turned out that way. Yes, sirree. Because they met me, I work out all the time. And I ask for people from the door. I always ask women from the door. Do you go to the gym? I'm not talking about you have to go to the gym and work out, blah, 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 blah. But at least go to the gym and work out. At least. You know what I mean? Something, you know what I mean? Not just eat and sit around and accumulate weight and then blame everybody else because you turned out that way. Not that nonsense. I'm talking about go to the gym. Be subconscious about it. I mean, you can eat at the end of the day, but people have bad eating habits. I know people look at me like, you got bad eating habits, but I work out all day. I literally have these conversations with people at the end of the day. Matter of fact, when I'm around my friends, when they said that, yeah, I'm sitting there eating freaking Doritos. What have you have to have? Doritos? I ain't supposed to have Doritos. I know already. I had a bag of Doritos, but I didn't eat 3 bags. I had 1 bag. It was a small bag. I had a bag of Doritos. I'm trying to remember, it's something crazy. I had strawberry milk. What was it, a weird thing I was eating? Oh, and a box of Good and Plenty's. That's literally what I ate yesterday. Because my eating habits are weird. I eat like a 5-year-old kid. So my buddies are looking at me like, and you work out, like you eat like a 5-year-old. And yeah, but I can. My sister was like, but he can eat whatever the freak he wants. He works out all the time. I burn off what I'm eating anyway. But even if you do that, guess what? Your body still comes back and tells you, hey buddy, I don't care if you do work anywhere. Meet Mr. High Blood Pressure. You've been eating a lot of salt. This guy over here, he's gonna try to kill you. I don't care how many times you work out a day. He is still gonna try to kill you. Yeah, that pops up. That happened to me when I was eating a bag of chips. I felt this really pain in my chest a little bit, and then like a little bit like anxiety kicked off, and I'm like, oh man, like a little sickness, like I've been eating detergent. And I'm like, oh, I know what this is. It's too much salt, eating way too much salt. Kill it on that one. But anyway, so yeah, but you know, some people, like I said, some of the women I met, where, and women with the same deal with men. You know what I mean? People get married, they don't work out as much as they used to. You know, you figure you're with somebody, you know what I mean? Doesn't really make a difference if you look good or not, you know. You know, you're married. But you have to realize you're shortening your time span. If you're married, you love this person, you want to be with them for a long time. You don't want to basically kick off at the end of the day, do you? You don't want that nonsense to pop off, so you still want to work out. But anyway, that's one of the scenarios I've seen in my family. And the other scenario with me at the end of the day is I always ask women from the door, you go to the gym? I'm not looking for a sculpture, because I'm not into those type of women. I'm not into the whole sculpture button. That's not me at the end of the day. No. All my women are thick. I date all thick women. All of them. All of them have glasses. I got a thing for glasses. Short hair, and they're thick. That's it. A long hair to make a difference. But anyway, that's the type of woman I like to date. But anyway, she still work out. I had a female. She was big bone, thick, and she worked out. She lived more than I did. She lived 350. Hand bench was freaking 350. But she wasn't built, but she was fit. She was fit. So that's pretty much like kind of like the Wonder Woman structure, like that. She's built like that. Not with the muscles and all, but nice tone. That's how she was. But anyway, she went to the gym not constantly all the time, but she did work out for what she needed to do, you know what I mean, to keep herself in that, to be fit. That's what she liked. But yeah, then I had ones that basically that they work out for a little bit, then the excuses pop up, why they can't go to the gym. And you notice that they're eating more than they work out. And next you know, you get bigger than what they were when you first met them. They get bigger than that and bigger than that. And this is where you got to come in. You got to put that tough love and saying, look here, you know, at the end of the day, like, I really don't need to be taking care of you. I mean, I'm brutal. I mean, at the point, look, you're either going to be upfront and honest, or you're basically going to suffer in silence. Which one you want? I'm a person who's upfront with everything. I'd rather people be upfront with me from the door. If you're a person at the end of the day, you hide something from me, our friendship is terminated because I can't trust you. I'd rather have you come up and tell me, hey, can you get on my nerves, blah, 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 blah. Off topic, real quick, off topic. When I was studying, I was basically thrown. I had a friend of mine who was 6 feet. He was perfect for practice because I can practice my kicks near his face. It keeps teaching me accuracy, and he's a really tall guy, so I got to lean back to bring the kicks up to go near his face. And I'm dropping these kicks in front of his face. And at the end of the day, we're just buddies, we're friends. But he finally came to me and said, Ken, yo, what you're doing is freaking me out, man, because I got a funny feeling you're going to hit me. But I'm like, man, I'm trained. You're not going to get struck. He said, yeah, but, and then I got to remember at the end of the day, how does he feel about this? You know what I mean? If someone was doing that to me, I'd be uncomfortable too. And I said, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming to me and telling me about this because that was wrong for me, and I apologize. And our friendship works. That's why I like when people come up front and just tell me up front. Now, it may bother me because that's a human emotion. That's going to happen. But the mature thing about it is to understand the situation and diffuse it and work harder to build those bridges even stronger. And that's what I did. That's why I got friends for years, because again, I work hard. I change myself, and I tell them at the end of the day, look, I'm a bit of a jokester, prankster. I can rub you the wrong way. I will definitely get on your nerves, but there's something I do. You got to tell me, because it's how we got to, that's just how we fix things. That's the kind of person I am. So yeah, and with her, if I told you right from the door, and I say it from the door, I say, look, You're getting big. You got to drop it. Because if you don't drop it, it's going to lead to other things. I don't say you're getting big and you're unattractive. That'll hurt somebody big time. That's the wrong thing to say. Then you're going to plunge them into depression. Then they're going to eat like crazy. Then it's going to be a problem because they don't care. Then they don't care for you or anybody else. Then you're going to pick up a problem. Your health is going to play a role. You can get sick. You can have a heart attack. Anything can happen. And I want you to be here with me, which is truthfully what you want. And then you're going to have to help them, which means if they're going to go through it, you're going to go through it. You have to. That's the whole rule of it all. You're going to have to go through it with them. But if you already work out already, and you're already in shape, and they've been in shape when they met me, I was already in shape. I worked out all the time. So it's easy for me to go into those diets and stuff like that because I'm used to going through it. I can help them out. I can work with them with it. Yeah, but if you don't, then guess what? You're both going to go through it together. And there's nothing more insane than watching two people trying to lose weight that are couples. Because, man, you thought your arguments were going to be worse when you were together. Ooh, it's even worse. People cheat. They catch them cheating like, oh, man, really? Really? So I've been starving myself. Don't worry about that. And don't get mad at them at the end of the day. If they're cheating, let them cheat. You just got a better body than them. That's all. Then they'll work out because they don't like the way guys are looking at you because they didn't work out or vice versa. You'll lose it. Watch. Because I wouldn't even get upset about it. I mean, if they cheat, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm good with that. Go ahead and cheat. I'm going to keep on working with mine. When summertime pop up, boom! Yeah. It won't work out. You know why? Because that competition won't pop up. They don't get that silverback jealousy. Like silverback apes to get mad. That rage they have at the end of the day, like, oh guys, look at my girls all day long, man. Look at my girl all day long. I gotta get this together. I gotta get this together. Yep. Man. All right. Well, I gotta come back in. I got a $63 projector coming in. I bought one. Another Chrissy, of course. Yeah, $63. It's under $200 that we're doing. Keep it under $200. It's fun, man. I'm having a ball with this. You can run anything off this technology at the end of the day. Anything we want. As a matter of fact, I am going to install a RetroPie. Little RetroPie PC. I wanted to put one in there, but I didn't want to take up too much room. But I'm going to definitely put a RetroPie PC so I can game off this screen in the RetroPie. So I'm going to do some Oh, man. Now I just remember it's a game I wanted. And I just now remember. I got to go pick it up. Because I was just thinking about the RetroPie. The retro games, there is on Steam. There's a Marvel vs. Capcom, but it's the one that has all the games. And one of the games it has is Punisher. If you remember Punisher and the arcade, the shooter-up Punisher, and they ported it over to Genesis and NES, oh, that game was so... Oh, shouldn't pick up right now. Yeah, I had it on my wish list. I think I had it on my wish list on my other one. You are everything. Alright, what do we got going on here? Every time I come, they always have some sale. We got a sale popping off in here. Already is a sale going on every single day on PC. What do I got going on up in here? I haven't been up here in a while because I've been on a console for a little bit doing some gaming over there. Oh, there it is. Look at the Steam Deck. Ooh, let me get me one of them. Let me make a Steam Deck. Right now I'm doing a whole I'm doing Dead Island 2, which is actually really freaking good. Did a good job with that game. That game is really good. But let me see. I don't want to go over time here. I want to see if they got it. Let me go with the Marvel versus Capcom. Capcom. Coming down and play that Punisher. That Punisher is the truth. Capcom Infinity, Capcom Collection. Oh, they still want $50 for this sucker. I don't want to spend $50. They got the whole collection. Remember the Marvel games from back in the day? All of them are up in this tip. And they got the Punisher in here. Oh man, I remember I spent the whole $5 on the Punisher. I finished that game too. That's a good game, man. Good game. I ported it over to Genesis, and that's the Genesis went out. That was the last. Look at this. Look, they got the Punisher. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I love this game so much. I beat this in the arcade. I'm gonna pay the 54. I'm gonna get the 54. But man, I miss this game. They got all the classics on there. Oh, Omega Red. This is when you got it in the arcade. Yeah. Yeah, that air combo was brutal. X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I remember this came out. My thing was Wolverine. Wolverine lived there for a bit. Oh yeah. All right. I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm gonna come over here, but man, we gotta get that over here. We gotta get that over here. This over here. I'm gonna hook up my. I got the other projector coming in. It'll be here. My Chrissy's gonna be coming in because it's a 722 Chrissy. It's gonna look beautiful, and I got one without the extended throw lens, so it's gonna blow up that wall. Pretty large screen on the wall. We're gonna get this over here on the PC and do some gaming on this. I cannot wait. Oh, we Because I always do this to customers asking me about the new screen paint. Over here, if you know what this is a Black Star we have over here. This is the new Quantum Black Star. Let me show you some demonstrations of today with the Halo system. I gotta get some more pictures of that. And set up pictures for our giant screen we have over here, which is actually the new technology, our new screen paint. We got the cloud systems popping up. Got new lights in the floor. Hooking this up with nice pictures for the website. But that's gonna be available tomorrow. So I got people already chiming in. I wish I could have got it for the Super Bowl, because that would have been nice, but we couldn't do it in time. We had to test on that thing and everything. But yeah, that's the one that actually eats through that Halo light. That's going to be available tomorrow. The lowest kit, people ask me what the lowest kit we have on there. We got a beginner, a starter's pack kit. It's way under $200. It's about $187. And that's what it is. And yes, and we usually don't make those kits available overseas, but yes, they're available overseas. So it's free shipping overseas for the starter. All right, people. Hope you enjoyed. Keep yourself happy and healthy. I gotta go. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior for blessing us with our health, for keeping us strong. Because again, without Him, yeah, my life would be an absolute complete nightmare without Him. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time, and God bless.